What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while. I'm happy to be here today. We're out over here by Schnebly Hill Road. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's super famous. We're not gonna have any footage of hitting the trail today, but basically I get tons of questions on how we got 35s on the Trail Boss. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how we did it, how we made it happen, where to cut, and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and go check it out. All right, guys, so bear with me here on the lighting and on the audio. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's a little bit closer than I normally have it, but basically we got 35s on the Trail Boss. They are 35 by 12.5 inch wide. I'm sure all you guys know that already, so we're gonna just get into the juice of the video and show you guys where we cut to make this happen. So if you didn't know, now you know. We are on Peak 2.5 dual speed compression adjustable coilovers. Got a discount code in there for you guys. It'll be in the description. These things are beefy, they're juicy, they are adjustable, do all that good stuff. We have them on the front and rear. And as you know already, we are running the DV8 Spec Series front bumper. So that's what helps with clearance on the front, okay? So we have plenty of clearance on the front, on the inside of the fender well, right in here, right over this way. Got clearance here. The issues that we're having is going to be on this backside. All right, so I don't know how well I can get in there. Let me turn the wheel so I can show you what I'm talking about. You can see right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is actually where we rub. It's right here on this inner side. I have a little bit of rub in there. That is the only spot in the front that you have to worry about. So for a good view, this inner side right here, that's where you're going to need to trim. If you don't have an aftermarket bumper, DV8's, either one of their bumpers that they're coming out with, you're going to want to just cut some of this fender liner. I'm imagining you're going to rub on a stock bumper, but it shouldn't be too bad. You just want to go ahead and come in here, trim up this fender liner. You should be good. I'm not rubbing on my reservoirs or anything like that. I'm on a 0 offset wheel. Just keep that in mind, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut right in here. Cut right in here, and you're going to cut down and back just a tad. You don't have to go way back in there. Just cut that down. For me, it's not a big deal. I only rub. It's weird because it's not like at full flex. At full flex, I don't rub up here. It's mostly just weird bumps or those bumps that come out of nowhere and my tire is slightly turned. And that's mostly if I have a passenger with me, okay? But like, the trimming is totally worth it. You're not going to like destroy your truck. You're not cutting enormous amounts of metal or anything. Once we get to the rears, it's a little bit more in depth. You're going to shave some metal off. You're going to shave a bunch of plastic off. And I even kind of tried to roll them a little bit. So I did it the old hillbilly ghetto, whatever you want to call it. I did it that way. So I'll show you guys what I did in the back. Go ahead and check it out. When we're talking the rears, it gets sticky back here, all right? So 34 by 11.5, full tuck. Once my locker would kick in, I would rub right here. I would rub right here. Not a whole lot, it was very minimal. If you guys saw my last video when we went out to Cleghorn, oh man. So I got to see everything where I needed to cut, and it made life a lot easier. So if you're not too worried about ripping a fender flare off or potentially causing some damage in here, then I would say just send it, see where you need to cut, and go from there. So what I did, we dremeled this out, okay? We dremeled this out all the way down right here, kind of made a cut right here. And then what I did was I got a hammer, I banged this stuff up to bend it in so it wasn't like sticking out. So we did that. We went out to Cleghorn, and sure enough, after one of the obstacles, I had metal basically from in here hanging down like this low. And what was happening when I would drive, you know, your wheels are turning, it would grip it and it was bending it down. So I had a bunch of sheet metal hanging down here, and it's part of the truck bed, okay? So all we did there is we cut it off. We went straight back. Let me see if I can get a good view. you have a better view now. So we cut straight back. We did that with an angle grinder, just kind of chopped it up, made it happen. All right, so it's not the prettiest. It's not the prettiest. This truck does wheel. I have no shame in it in the back looking like this. I mean, it's not a show truck. It looks nice, mostly from the front. The paint isn't the greatest. And yeah, this truck is literally built for us to go wheel, have fun, and then of course get to work and get to school and all that good stuff. So this, best bet, you're only gonna rub on this inside. So I would trim here, bend these in if you don't want to cut them. So I didn't really want to cut these off. I could have, and I might be able to cut just a little bit more. And then to stop the rust and all that good stuff, just throw some Rust-Oleum flat black, or you could try tan or something if you wanted to color match. But I just went with the flat black just to minimize rust. But you can see under there, let me see if I can get under there. So there's a better look at what was cut. It kind of just goes straight down, right? And I cut it at an angle so it stays away from the truck, right? So you want it to be away, going towards like the front passenger seat. Cut at that angle, you should be good. Should be dialed in like this. In the rear, you don't rub back here. There's no problems. But like I said, just back there when you're tucking, it gets a little nasty. It doesn't look that bad, right? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about it. I don't think it looks too bad. Peep the Anzo tail lights, man. Those things, when those things are on, they are clean. So here's the other side. Same thing. Just kind of went in there, went to work, did the Dremel. And then we went to work on the metal and just shaved it right off, all right? And once again, you probably want to either cut this. Once again, you either want to cut this or you want to do your best to like bend it back. So all I did was I have this massive socket wrench. It's like 18 inches or something. I stuck it in there, put it against the tire and like pried it in, and it kind of bent it in. So it's not pretty like by any means, but it does the job. Haven't had any issues rubbing in the back since, but I also haven't been to Cleghorn since, so I couldn't tell you if it's 100%. But for getting around town, light off-roading, this will do the job. You'll have no issues. So I haven't got to trimming here yet, but I don't know how well you can see that. If my quality is doing what it's supposed to, you should be able to see some marking in there. Right by those two screws right down there. There should be some tire marks. But yeah, that's where we're rubbing up here. Not the end of the world. Either way, 35s, it's worth it. All in all, though, the truck's sitting really pretty. Sits real nice. I'm not on level ground, but I might lower the rear just a tad bit, maybe like a ½ inch or so, just to kind of even it out. But very soon, very, very soon, we should be having some more weight go in the bed of the truck, and that's going to change things. So I might wait until then just to see what I need to do to the truck. All in all, though, the truck is sitting really good, in my opinion. We cleared the 35s. We have a very, very slight rub in the front at weird times, like I said. But if you want to clear 35s on a Trail Boss, that is exactly what you need to do. So for the rears, I'm sitting at 2 inches of lift in the rear. And then in the front, I have just a tad over 2 inches. I want to say you can clear it with a little bit less of a lift. You definitely need 2 in the front or more. The rear, you could probably get away with 1.5. You could probably get away with 1, to be honest. 1 to 2 inches in the rear, you'll be good. Just maybe slightly a little bit more cutting. And then also you got to keep your wheel offset in mind. So I'm on 0 offset, like I said, and it just works. All right. So don't be afraid to cut your truck. Don't be afraid to use a Dremel, use an angle grinder, or forget what the other cutting machines are. I don't like that stuff personally. You know, when a wheel comes spinning off, it's not fun. I actually had my Dremel break on me and it flew right by my face, part of the cutting wheel. Scared the crap out of me. Learned from that one, had a buddy help me out on this one. So yeah, guys, I mean, you can make it happen. 35 by 12.5. If you want to run a little bit less risk, do 35 by 11.5 and you'll be dialed in. Less cutting and you'll have less issues. So 35s are possible. They look great. They're dialed in. It's a beautiful day out here. We are wrapping up our vacation and it's back to reality real soon. But I appreciate you guys as always. If you haven't checked out the links in the description, or if you haven't seen my videos before, feel free to subscribe, comment, like it, And definitely check those descriptions because we got discounts for you guys in there. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.